Halo dan selamat sore Bapak, Ibu, dan teman-teman semuanya. Selamat datang di Canisius Virtual Education Fair 2021. Semoga pandemi ini tidak menjadi kendala bagi kita semua untuk tetap sehat dan transformatif. Perkenalkan, nama saya adalah Rama, dan saya akan memandu kegiatan webinar kita pada hari ini. Pada hari ini, saya sedang ditemani oleh Bu Tata dari Universitas Pertamina. Halo Bu.
Halo Rama, halo semuanya.
Baiklah, sekarang kami akan segera menyaksikan webinar yang tentunya menambah informasi dan wawasan bagi para audiens tentang Universitas Pertamina. Baik, tidak perlu diperpanjang lagi, mari kita mulai. Kepada Bu Tata, selaku pembicara, kami persilahkan.
Terima kasih Kak Rama. Selamat sore semuanya. Hello everyone. Thank you for coming to our session from Universitas Pertamina. I would like to say welcome future global leaders. It is very much appreciated for us to have you all here with us. Okay, so I suppose there are parents, students, and teachers as well di sini. Jadi nanti kita mungkin bisa bilingual in English and bahasa. Okay, my name is Tata. I am from Admission Office of Universitas Pertamina, and I will be speaking about our campus for the next 30 minutes. And the purpose of this presentation is to give you an overview of Universitas Pertamina. So let's get started. Next slide, please. Mas Perry? Okay, thank you. Okay, here is the outline for the presentation today. First is what is Universitas Pertamina, and second, why choose Universitas Pertamina. The third one is student activities followed by students' achievements, and at the closing we will talk about admission. Okay, next. Okay, some of you might have not heard about UP, but I'm sure you are all familiar with Pertamina. So it is a national energy company and the only Indonesian company that is included in the list of Fortune Global 500 list. Well, if you're curious about what Fortune Global list is, well, you can Google it later, or at a glance, it is an annual ranking of top 500 corporations worldwide as measured by revenue. So our university was founded by Pertamina, and it was established on February 11th, 2016. And we grew rapidly in size and student number. We currently have more than 5,000 active students who are studying for their bachelor's degree. Our vision is to be a world-class university in the energy sector in 2035. Next. So we have 6 faculties in both engineering and social and business disciplines. There are 15 study programs that you can choose from. For those of you who love something about engineering, science, math, physics, and chemistry, you can probably consider taking one of the study programs in these faculties. So we have FTI, or Faculty of Industrial Technology. There are 4 study programs. We have mechanical engineering, electrical, chemical, and this one is unique. We have logistic engineering, and I'm sure this is a very limited program that you can find in other universities in Indonesia. And then we have this best-selling faculty or best-selling programs, FTP, or Faculty of Exploration and Production Technology. We have Geology Engineering, Geophysics Engineering, and Petroleum Engineering. And then we also have Faculty of Infrastructure Planning with Civil Engineering and Environmental Engineering. And last one is Computer Science and Chemistry under the Faculty of Science and Computer Science. And if you would like to consider our social and business study program, you can choose one of these 4 study programs, yeah? The first one is Economics and Management under the FAB. And then we have International Relations and Communications. So I'd like to inform you that our International Relations study program is the only program in Indonesia that specialized in energy diplomacy. Well, it sounds a bit complicated or a bit advanced, but I'd like to explain it to you in a simple way. So energy diplomacy is like how countries work together and collaborate together and manage their energy resources. Okay, next. So why study at Universitas Pertamina? Next. So yeah, we have a strong collaboration with industries and communities. Yeah, many students benefit from this advantage that we have. For example, you can see the picture here, yeah, on the left side. There are a few students who had the opportunity to visit the Pertamina field office, yeah, stretched out from Sumatra to Papua, yeah. For example, in Java Island, we have a field office in Balongan, so it's about 3 hours drive from Jakarta. And also we have another office in Cilacap. Next. In addition, we have COE, a Center of Excellence, or known as Pusat Studi, that provides opportunities for students to get acquainted with the experts from different background and discipline to offer best practices, research, and training for industries. And here's the list of COEs that we have. So you can see that the first one is Center for Geoscience, Artificial and Advanced Computing. Well, sounds sophisticated, yeah, but it's actually geophysics with a touch of computer science. And then the second one is Center of Asia Research on Energy. As I mentioned to you earlier, this is about energy diplomacy, and they currently have a project with Pertamina about diplomatic intelligence. And then the third one is Center for Sustainable Energy and Technology under the Environmental Engineering. They currently have a project, the estimation of plastic emissions to the ocean in Indonesia. And then the fourth is Centers for Sustainable Geoscience. Well, the project sounds sophisticated as well, yeah? This is the study of natural hazards triggering technological disaster with Tohoku University in Japan. The fifth is Center of Downstream Chemical Industry. So this is the study of refined products of oil, such as lubricant. And the example of this project is with PT Pertamina Lubricants. And the last one is Center of Business, Petroleum, and Economic Studies. Well, they currently have no projects, but I hope they will soon. Okay, next. We know that studying in the classroom could be boring for some students, yeah. So hence we also involve our students in our social projects, such as Light Up, PKM. It's like a community service program. We also have a charity program during the pandemic. So we give a portable sink, new normal kit to the municipalities and to our nearest police station. And also we have fun research. So it's like a competition for high school students, so they can submit their ideas and put it into products such as it could be mobile applications or etc. Okay, next. Yes, so the advantage that we have here is our innovative learning methods. Next. So in this era of information and globalization, it is mandatory for our students to possess these 21st century skills. Yeah. So there are 4 C's. The first one is communication, collaborations, critical thinking, and creativity. We really encourage our students to possess these skills, yeah, so we can prepare them to face the real world when they have a job. And even we do have one subject that our student get either in the first semester or the last semester, that is the critical thinking subject. Next. These are our learning facilities. As you can see that we have a big auditorium, laboratorium, sports center, digital library, and also digital academic system. Well, I'm sure you are all already used to do everything online, yeah, learning online. So it will not be a big issue for you to adapt to this online setup at Universitas Pertamina. Next. Okay, this is about international partnerships. Well, you can see the picture on the left. This is one of our students. I bet you can guess which one, with the hijab one. So she was our student, and she was an exchange student to the ESEC. It's in Lille, in France, and she really had a very good time there. And I'm going to give you information about what are our international programs are. Okay, next. Okay, see you. There are lots of schools, partners that we collaborate with. You can see that in the European continent, we have ESEC, School of Management in France. And then in Netherlands, we have Rotterdam Business School and Erasmus University. And then in East Asia, particularly in Japan, we have Kanazawa University and Toyohashi University. And then in Australia, we have Melbourne Business School, and then the University of Western Australia, and Queensland University of Technology. And the nearest one is in Malaysia. It is UTP, University Teknologi Petronas. So UTP is like our sister university. It's quite similar to us because we both are owned by National Energy Company. And then our partners, including Halliburton and Baker Hughes in the energy sector. Next. So yeah, this is our international programs. The first one is dual degree. This is particularly for chemical engineering, yeah, for this year. So this is a 2+2 program. So you will be spending your first 2 years at Universitas Pertamina, and then the last 2 years in University Teknologi Petronas in Malaysia. And if you want to have master degree, you can extend your study to 1 year, and then you will get 3 degrees within 5 years. Yeah, first is Sarjana Teknik from Universitas Pertamina, and then you can earn Bachelor of Engineering from UTP, and Master of Science or Master of Engineering from UTP. The second one is fast track. So this is Bachelor plus Master in 5 years. Currently, we collaborate with Polytech Nantes in France and in Malaysia with Multimedia University Malaysia. The third one is student exchange. Like I mentioned to you earlier, one of our students that went to ESEC School of Management, and you can spend 1 to 2 semesters abroad. Next. We also have internship and summer program, and also international upbringing. What is international upbringing anyway? So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so here are the pictures of our upbringing session, otherwise known as general lecture or kuliah umum. So we invite academics, professionals, practitioners, and also public figure to share their knowledge and experience to our students. So we are committed to give our students the best from the best. And one of our initiatives is this upbringing session, yeah. As you can see that we invited the ex-Minister of Finance, and then we also have international academics, and also we have this public figure. Now he is Minister of Tourism and Creative Economics, Sandiaga. Okay, next. Yep, this is the student activities, otherwise known as ex-school, yeah, in high school. Okay, next. So we have these big 4 categories for our student activities. So in terms of spending their spare time, students mostly doing some activities like sports, art, religious, and science. So we have like martial arts, soccer, tennis, chess and bridge, badminton, basketball, volleyball, and swimming club. And then for the art category, we have modern arts, traditional arts, choir for those of you who like to sing, and also photography. And for religious union, we have 4 unions for Muslim, Hindu, Catholic, and Christian. And for the science category, we do have debate, entrepreneurship, English club, volunteering corps, pecinta alam. Well, for those of you who are passionate in adventurous activities, research, robotics, and campus media. Next. Okay, this is pictures of our student activities, yeah. So you can see that they're doing in soccer, and then angklung, choir, and also broadcasting. Next. We also have this business incubator program. So I believe that lots of students would like to do business and have their hands-on experience, yeah, with business. And also we have developed business incubator program for students. And these 3 pictures are the examples of the successful participants or students, yeah. So at the left picture, we do have Chia Neko in clothing category. And then we have this masks in beauty category, and sambal pecel or pecel sauce, yeah, in the culinary category. And you all can find their products in e-commerce platforms such as Tokopedia, Shopee, and Bukalapak. We really support it for our students, yeah, to scale up their business through the business incubator program. Next. These are the students' achievements. Next slide, please. Although we are a 5-year-old university, our students have contributed in both national and international level of competitions, yeah. As you can see that we already participated in, let's say, International Earth Science Olympiad in South Korea, sending our delegations from logistic engineering to Japan, and then national competitions, first place in the Petro Challenge. And also we have 3rd place for application multimedia and game event hosted by ITS Surabaya. Next one. And these are some serious competitions like paper competition. And also we do have finalists of Mama Press. So Mama Press is like a prestigious competition for smart students in Indonesia. And for the past years, it always been dominantly filled by students from top universities in Indonesia. And knowing that one of our students can get into that list, it's proving that our students' quality is also have, similar level to other from the top universities. Next, please. So yeah, these are pictures of the students' achievements. Yeah, so at least they have participated. Otherwise, they listed in top 3 of the competition. Next. And this is about alumni. Next. So we have these 2 alumni from chemical engineering and management study program. They emphasize about how learning in Universitas Pertamina support their endeavor to work in a real world, yeah, especially in how the academic staff supports their learning and also prepare them to work in the real world. Next. Okay, these 2 alumni from chemical engineering also highlighted about the lecturers in Universitas Pertamina. So yes, we do have young lecturers here, and it's kind of close to the age gap between the students and also the lecturers. So it minimizes the awkward thing between the students and also the lecturers, and then it makes the relationship between the students and the lecturers more like friends. Okay, next. So here are the companies where our alumni get a job at. On the list, on the left is the list of SOEs, state-owned enterprises or BUMN. And then on the right side is the private companies and startups. As you can see that we have students at alumni in Ruang Guru, in Benih Baik, and also in banking sector. Next.
Excuse me, Miss Tata.
Yeah.
We have less than 3 minutes before the presentation session is over. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Rama. Okay, this part is actually the last part of our presentation about admission. Next. So for those of you who are still in search of university for this academic year, we still have 2 openings. And the first one is seleksi nilai rapor or transcripts, and also UTBK. So these 2 openings have no test at all. So you can just create an account on our website and then submit your scores, and then you will get the result within 3 days. So it's actually closed on 15 September. Next. And for those of you who are in 12th grade, remember that our first intake for the next year, academic year 2022, will take place in November 2021. And the admission path that we have, there are 3. Yeah? The first one is transcripts or nilai rapor. The second one is UTBK, but probably it will be available next year, somewhere in July or June. And then we also have online test. Next. Thank you very much for your attention. And if you have questions regarding our presentation, study programs, or anything else, you can send us an email to this email address, or you can simply chat us to our WhatsApp account. You can see there are 2 numbers. It's up to you which one that you will chat to. And thank you very much for your attention, and good luck for your future endeavor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Tata, thank you for the presentation, and the presentation was amazing. It was very informative and very interesting. In the application, the audience were very active and had very high enthusiasm. There have been many questions that has came in. All right, let's move on to the next session, shall we, Ms. Tata?
Sure, continue.
Okay, the next session is the Q&A session. I will read the first question. The first question is from Norbert Raditya Putra and Leonardus Dion. I would like to ask whether Universitas Pertamina is a state or private university, since it is founded by Pertamina, one of our leading BUMN. Is there any chance for the graduates to be recruited and work at Pertamina after getting a degree in Pertamina University?
Okay, thank you, Norbert, for your question. So yeah, Universitas Pertamina is a private university. And yep, since it is founded by Pertamina, of course, there is a big chance for you to get recruited to Pertamina. Yeah, of course, there are procedures to be followed provided by the Pertamina itself. And of course, you will be competing with other candidates from other universities. Well, let's say ITB, UI, UGM, and etc. But in Universitas Pertamina, you will have a greater chance to have opportunity of internship in Pertamina and its group, yeah. And from that opportunity, you can learn about the Pertamina's culture and how to work in Pertamina and how Pertamina is doing their business. And that will be an advantage for you. And then it will be most likely, yeah, will be seen as advantage when you apply to the Pertamina or other SOEs or BUMN.
Thank you for the answer, Ms. Tata. We're going to continue to the second question. The second question is from Michael Darmawan. Does Pertamina University have an internship program?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, of course, we do have internship program. Probably you will heard a lot about MBKM or Kampus Merdeka. It is an initiative made by Kemendikbud, by Mas Menteri, Mas Nadiem. So the students will get the opportunity to have internships in many corporations, companies, startups, and etc. And also our specialties is that we send our students to, of course, Pertamina and its group, yeah. And not to mention the other SOEs or other BUMN. And also lately, our students also consider not only just Pertamina, but also startups as well.
Okay, actually, there are so many interesting questions that have not been discussed, but it's a shame that we won't be able to discuss those questions in this presentation because we have run out of time for the Q&A session. Looks like our meeting today should end here, Ms. Tata.
Oh, okay.
For those who haven't had time to answer or to get their answers for their questions, don't worry. Just write your questions in the virtual booth belonging to the University of Pertamina. Well, Ms. Tata, I think we should close our session for today. Ms. Tata, is there a closing statement or message for the audience that you would like to address?
Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget, if you have more questions about us, you can send us an email or WhatsApp. And then stay strong, stay healthy, and we'll see you next year at Universitas Pertamina. Thank you, Rama, and everyone.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tata, for the amazing presentation and Q&A session we had. And I also like to thank everyone else for joining this presentation about the University of Pertamina. And to end this presentation, this Canisius Edu Fair was sponsored by